understand symbolisms. 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 What do they mean? What are the signs? When you see something happening, is there a message? Are these subliminal messages? When I say symbolism, we're talking about the expression of mystical or spiritual ideas through the use of symbols. It says, all those below the 30th degree are not supposed to know. But the higher you go, the greater the revelation, that they can trust you with more revelation. Then you come to the final point. From the 30th degree, you get to know that their doctrine is that Lucifer is God. Look at this goat. Can you see? He has two horns and the head of a goat with the all-seeing eye in a triangle at the bottom. So that's supposed to be Lucifer's seeing eye under. And up there you have the goat of Mendes, Baphomet by name. Satan's sign is the goat sign. And if you belong in any cult where the sign of the idol is a goat, you are into Satanism. Maybe they never told you. You're into Satanism. I really have to explain these things to you on the symbolism, because here it's all geared towards mind control, propaganda, and then you got real rituals. And what has happened in the last few years is that through films, Hollywood films, and these global games like the Olympics and the Commonwealth, they bring out to the open what they plan to do, which they have concluded in the spirit realm. And I said, learn to separate the games from the rituals. Because the real reason for the gathering is the rituals. That's what started with the Olympics. It was the rituals. It was the religious ceremonies, the worship of idols. And all of these things are being worked together to create a world that is completely hostile to its inhabitants. The Arch of Palmyra. Look at it. This is the Arch of Palmyra.
Listen, my brothers and sisters, if there is one man of God whom I think is intellectually very smart, that person is no other than Pastor Chris Oyakhilome. He has written countless numbers of books. He has released a huge number of audios. He has built a very huge congregation, and he has gathered a lot of wealth for himself. In fact, he is one of the richest men of God in Africa. And believe me when I tell you, you don't get to that level of success without being really smart. You don't get to that level of success without being really hardworking. You don't get to that level of success without knowing exactly what you are doing and who your targeted audiences are. In order for you to operate in the level that Chris Oyakhilome is operating, you have to be one of the best in your field. And I must say, he is one of the very, very best. Now, like I've always said before, being intelligent or being successful does not automatically means that you are right, or you are being gracious, or you are being godly. No, 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 no. Being smart is different from being godly. Being successful is different from being fair. People can be successful whereby they are not fair nor just. These are two separate things. I always take example of the Yahoo men we have in our society. And you can see how successful they are, how talented they are, and how smart they are with what they do. They can convince you in no time into believing in whatever they are trying to sell to you. And you will believe it, and you will buy what they wanted you to buy, even though the product will be totally worthless to you. You will buy it anyway. They are so smart. So those people, we cannot say they are fair nor just, but they are smart and they are hardworking, because it's not an easy job to convince someone into believing in you and giving you what you are asking from them. It's a very, very difficult thing to do. So that's why I said I have to give it to Chris Oyakhilome. I want us to continue watching this video where he was trying to explain to us some of the meaning of symbols and signs and how they are associated with the devil, with Satanism, and so on and so forth. I believe that we will learn something very, very important from it. Because trust me, when Pastor Chris picked anything up, there is more to it than we actually know. So that's why I want us to watch with an open mindset. Now, I'm not in any means suggesting that what he is saying is the truth. No, 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 no. You will have to decide on that all by yourself. As far as I'm concerned, I just know that whenever they come up with something, there is a larger game at play, and they are using this to support that game, or they are using this to usher in whatever they want to usher in. So they have a motive for saying whatever they are saying. So I never, ever take them on a surface level. Never, ever. I always ask myself, what could be the reason why this man of God is saying what he is saying, and why now? That is the question I ask myself. But anyway, I just want us to enjoy the video, to listen carefully to what the man of God had to say. Who knows, right? Who knows? We might benefit something from it. So, let's watch.
This led into the temple of Baal. Now they call it Baal. The Bible calls it Baal. Okay, in the English translation of the Hebrew text, it's Baal. So this led into the temple of Baal. Baal is the Babylonian god. I want you to understand this. Baal is the Babylonian god. A replica of this arch is being transported to different countries and different cities today. They've taken it to London. They've taken it to New York. All right? The United States. Spain. It was in Florence. They took it there for the G7 summit. They set it up there. And everywhere they take it, people are fascinated by it. But what is the message? So, we're just carrying it around. We just want to, it's about history. It's not about history. It's not about history. It's part of the symbolism. What is that? We are ready for what? Babylon. This is what it's about. I want you to observe the worship, the idol worship there, the idolatry, the horrible idolatry that we just saw. They made all the sports people there get involved in this. And in fact, at the point, several of them were doing the sign of the bull with their fingers like that. Did you notice those who were supposedly pulling the bull? Like they are the captives, they're the ones in trouble, those who oppose them. And they're showing us openly what they know happened in history. Are they telling us what they plan to do with the brazen bull? Knowing the history of the brazen bull, it was said to be the most cruel torture mechanism.
Here's how it works. A hinged trap door opens up the bull's back. This reveals a hollow chamber where victims are locked inside. Flames from a fire pit beneath then lick the belly of the beast. So basically, the brazen bull is an oven built to cook humans. But then the device gets really twisted. Inside the head is a system of brass tubing that converts the high-frequency screams of a burning victim into the low-frequency bellow of an infuriated bull.
So are they telling us what they plan to do to Christians and those who oppose them? There can't be any other reason for doing this. I think it's an insult to Christians in the very least. And it's a threat if you go beyond the insult. So the symbolisms are not strange at all. They understand exactly what this is. But I tell you, from now until the rapture of the Church of Jesus Christ will not go under. I want you to know that. The church will not go under. So all of this preparation is for after we have gone. After the sound of the trumpet. After the church is out of here. Because until that happens, of the increase of his government and peace, there shall be no end. There shall be no end. And the Lord brought us at this time for a reason. So we are truly his battle axe and weapons of war.